Today we're going to choose our own adventure. Growing up, I used to love these kinds of books. Whenever it was reading time in school, I would rush to the bookshelf just to get it. And now they've made a game out of it. So the game is pretty simple to set up. The instruction booklet's only like 7 pages, so there's not too many instructions, but there are some important rules that you need to follow. The first thing you'll notice is this board with a psychic scale and a danger meter. The psychic scale, basically you want it to go up because it'll help you throughout the adventure. Danger meter, of course, you want to keep low. It has these numbers here which coincide with the die, so it's a little bit of a D&D element in here. But basically, we'll come across some challenges throughout the adventure and we'll have to roll this die, and depending on what number we are in the danger meter, we have to hit that number or above to complete the challenge. If you get lower than the number, then you fail. So obviously when you're going higher, it's harder to complete the challenge. There's also something called a challenge booster, which is in the clue deck, which will help you with your challenge rolls. Basically, it will add to your roll, but no matter what, if you roll a 1, even with the challenge booster, you lose the challenge and you also lose that booster card. You also see this weird arrow here because once you get your danger meter all the way up past here, you lose 2 on your psychic scale and you go all the way back down to this number 3 here. And again, you want to have a very high psychic scale because it helps you throughout your adventure, or I should say it gives you advantages. Okay, so I mean, there's some other stuff in the rules, like for example, if you die, the game's not actually over. You just follow some stuff to reset and then you keep going. There's also some other parts in the story that it will tell you if you want to redo it because maybe you missed an important item. The dangers of repeating parts of the story is that your danger meter can go up or your psychic scale can go down, so that's just a risk you have to decide whether you want to take or not. Okay, so I hope I didn't miss anything. Of course, if I do, I have the instruction manual right next to me. Hopefully I don't mess up any rules. This is my first time playing the game, and the game comes with 5 chapters. We will be playing chapter 1. So the first thing we're supposed to do is we're actually supposed to look on the back side of this board because it's going to give us a vision. So it probably doesn't make sense because maybe I should read the object of the game. This is in the instruction manual. You are an aspiring detective and psychic investigator. For weeks, you have experienced recurring nightmares that you sense might be important. Your mission is to get to the bottom of these visions. You will decide how to move through the story as a group. So you can play as a group or you can play by yourself. The story is divided into 5 chapters, each of which is played in a single session. And again, we will just be playing chapter 1. So in the back of this card is this vision, and it says that we are given 2 minutes to look at the vision and take notes of anything because it might help us in our adventure. Or it says for 2 minutes, study this image for clues about places to visit and objects to investigate in the game. Moving towards them will help unravel the mystery of your nightmares. I don't have a timer in front of me. I did not plan this well, so I'll just keep an eye on these recording timers here. All right, so here we go. Okay, so I notice there's a lady or a maid of some sort. Kind of looks like Madam Web-ish with this web on the top. Maybe we should go top down, right? These look like, what are these things on the top? You can take a closer look. Like some sort of test tubes, or what is it called? Like they have bodies in them. Okay. Then there's some slime here. And then there's 3 lights and then the right one. So maybe 1, 2, 3. I should go right somewhere. There are some lockers here. Obviously, there's a sword in this water whirlpool. Huge block of ice. I don't know how much of this I'm going to remember. I don't even know if I'm allowed to take notes. Probably not, huh? Some weird yellow building. Okay. Bunch of trash. Sorry, I'm not sure if I'm not showing this properly. There's a frog down here. A golden frog. Okay, got 1 more minute left, about 1 minute. A sink, garbage bag, gasoline tank, keyboard, monitor, I think. I don't know. Let me put it back down so you guys can see the whole thing. Okay, the sword is, I don't know if it's a special sword or not. About 30 seconds or 20 seconds. Okay, the building has some glass stuff. This light thing I think must be really important, huh? Oh, and this is kind of like a safe, or there's some locked pointing thing. Okay, and I think my time is up. All right, so I think I flipped this back over, reset my pieces, and we're ready to go. So if I forget how to do something, I apologize. I'll have to look it up again. And now we read the first story card. This is just a cover. We have to keep it here all the time. But this is the first card. All right. The Grounds, Chapter 1. It's a Tuesday morning in late June, and you wake up in a cold sweat. The nightmares came again last night. Even though you're an aspiring detective and psychic investigator, you haven't been able to make sense of the haunting dreams you've had these past few weeks. In your dreams, you keep seeing the same spooky house. Probably not that yellow house we saw. You're still shivering under the covers when you hear the phone ring downstairs in your basement. Continue on back, where you have your combination office and research laboratory. You dash down to the lab to answer it. I need, a weak voice says when you pick up the receiver. I need your help. You hear a loud click and the phone goes dead. But you were prepared. While the caller was talking, you activated your high-speed telephone tracking device. It instantly displays the caller's number, 555-7259. You call the number right away, but there's no answer. After consulting the tall stack of reverse phone books behind your desk, you're disappointed to learn the number is unlisted. You sense that the phone call is somehow related to your nightmares. Later, while at the Hedgebrook police station to return a night scope you borrowed for a recent stakeout, you describe the mysterious phone call and continue story card 1. So we'll place this out of frame here in our discard pile. We'll take card 1. So you describe the mysterious phone call and your recurring dreams to your friend, Sergeant Morrison. That call does sound strange, he says. We'll look into it. And about that house in your dreams, a voice says from the hallway, I wonder if you're dreaming about the Marsden house out on Hedgebrook Road. Detective Murphy sticks his mustached face into the room. Modern house, ornate gate. That sounds like the Marsden place, all right. Oh, maybe it was that yellow house. Says Sergeant Morrison. Strange things are reported to happen out there. Detective Murphy takes a puff on his pipe. That place is haunted, he says. I know it sounds unprofessional, but I've had a file on the Marsden house for years, and I'm sure of it. He waves a folder in front of your eyes, and a phone number written on the front jumps out at you. It matches the one from the mysterious phone call. Continue on back. So the call is related to your nightmares. Your psychic sense was right. Draw clue 26 to discover your goal. I will draw it right now, and then I'll keep reading the rest here. So we got our clue deck, and we take 26. Almost at the end. Put that back. Let's see what we got. Okay, chapter 1 goal. Get inside the Marsden house. Place this card in the goal slot above the psychic scale while playing this chapter. Okay, so that will go right here. You guys probably won't be able to see it, but it's up there. We are trying to get to this Marsden house. Okay, so let's continue reading. Back at home, you grab a bottle of water and your trusty pocket knife. Your trusty pocket knife, preparing for a new investigation. Half an hour later, you stand before the Marsden residence, which appears exactly as it did in your nightmares. The house's futuristic look is a strange contrast to the antiquated appearance of the stone wall and the wrought iron gate, which is locked shut and wrapped in steel chains. Even though the air is balmy, a chill travels down your spine. The gathering clouds on the horizon hint at a brewing summer thunderstorm. Okay, so we have our first decision here. If you search the wall for a way in, go to story card 13. If you climb the gate, go to story card 7. Oh man, was I supposed to remember something from the vision? Another thing too is that I think I forgot to get my starter kit here. So we have 2 cards for starter kit, and these are the bottle of water and the pocket knife that I mentioned. So we'll keep that in our inventory, which will be supposed to be down here, but I'll keep it to the side here so we can see it. And then on the pocket knife, if you notice these symbols here, so there are different types of challenges. Maybe I can show that to you really quick. So in the instruction booklet, we have climbing, fighting, dexterity, perception, and strength. So depending on what type of challenge, I need to have that type of booster. So the pocket knife helps me with the fighting challenge to add 1 to my roll. And in my water, discard at any time to lower danger meter by 3. Ooh, that might come in handy. Okay, anyways, back to our decision. What is safer? This gate sounds very shady, especially the way that they keep describing it. The wrought iron gate, which is locked shut and wrapped in steel chains. Okay, I think just searching is kind of a safer thing to do than just immediately trying to climb a gate. So I am going to go with the wall and get story card 13. All right, story card 13. Moving along the mossy stone wall that surrounds the property, you come across a jagged opening created by fallen rocks. It's just big enough for you to squeeze through. Once on the other side of the wall, you find yourself standing in a cobblestone plaza surrounded by marble and bronze figures. Most of the sculptures depict men gazing off into the distance as if pondering the deeper meaning of it all. But at the edge of the courtyard is a monumental statue of a man atop a muscular steed. To your right, a stony pathway leads away from the sanctuary and into a picturesque garden, where topiary bushes have been trimmed into whimsical shapes. Continue on back. All right, this is the statue here. If you inspect the statue of the man on the horse, go to story card 4. If you walk towards the topiary bushes, go to story card 15. Well, he is holding a sword. I didn't see a horse, right? Or this man in my vision. But he does have a sword. And I didn't see bushes anywhere in the vision. So I think I'm going to go inspect the statue. And we're going to go to story card 4. Trying not to see the other cards. All right. The horseman is a dashing, bearded Civil War soldier, his bronze face stoic. He holds out a cavalry saber toward the brooding sky. The sword's edge glints in the weak sunlight that penetrates the thickening clouds above. The sword looks almost new. At the base of the statue is a plaque that proclaims this as a memorial to Henry Marsden. The plaque reads, Henry Marsden, born 1839, died in 1887, general in the Union Army during the Civil War, severely wounded at the Battle of Shiloh in 1862, appointed warden of Hedgebrook Prison in 1880. To your left is the entrance to a hedge maze. To your right is a graying picket fence with a rickety wooden gate. You can see 2 stone angels and beyond them a cemetery. Oh, great. That doesn't sound like... Both of them sound bad. Oh, optional challenge. Okay, so I can choose whether to do these or not. So if I want to search the monument's base, I need to roll, and this is a perception challenge. I don't have a perception challenge booster. Or I can climb the statue to examine the saber. And if I do that, I get a clue card number 2. So for the first one, if I lose, I raise my danger meter by 1. And the second one, if I lose, I raise the danger meter by 2. But I can try again. After challenges, make story choice below. Okay, so then my choices were to go to the hedge maze or the cemetery. Both do not sound good. The cover has a hedge maze and there's a monster in there, so that also doesn't look too great. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to do this challenge because something about this sword seems important. So I'm going to roll and I have to get 3 or higher. Okay, here we go. My first roll. Yes. Okay, so that's a 4. I win the challenge, so I get to draw clue number 2. And it is the cavalry saber. The saber comes loose in your hand. It's heavy and quite sharp. Your psychic senses tell you this is an important item. Keep this item. Move forward 2 spaces on the psychic scale. Yes. So I go up to 5. Finish story card 4. So this will help me +2. So then I don't know if I can combine challenge boosters, can I? I don't think so, because I mean, there's like 1 slot here. So on the bottom, I don't imagine you can combine challenge boosters. That would just be insanely easy to do. Okay, well, I'll just keep this here for now. And then let's finish this. So we have to pick now between the maze and the cemetery. I don't remember in the vision if there was any hedges. And I don't remember seeing anything that was like a cemetery. This is what is scaring me, because when you look at the front cover, there's a hedge maze. And then, of course, there's some monster right there. So I don't know if that's safe. The cemetery just sounds scary. Maybe that's what they want you to think. Like, oh, don't go to the cemetery. So I don't know what to do. There probably was something in the vision that tells me which one I should pick. But since I know there's some sort of monster here, I'm going to go to the cemetery. So let's go to card 21. I really hope this is not the wrong choice. Passing between a pair of stone angels. Oh, this actually reminds me of that Doctor Who episode with the... What is it called? Oh my gosh, my mind is going blank. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The ones where like you have to look at them, and then if you don't look at them, they follow you or something. Anyways, passing between a pair of stone angels, you enter an old family cemetery. There's a marble mausoleum in the center of the cemetery. A short set of stairs leads into its shadowy interior. Secret passage or something? Next to where you stand, a freshly dug grave yawns in the pale sunlight. It's unsettling to think of climbing into it, but you see something shiny embedded in the dirt walls. Oh, great. Okay, so option 1, you enter the mausoleum, go to story card 5. You climb into an open grave, story card 16. Something shiny. What would that be? We already got our sword. I don't remember what else was in the vision. That would be something shiny. I'm thinking it might be a challenge of some sort. Would it be a physical challenge? Could be a dexterity challenge or a climbing challenge or something. You know what? I just can't resist. I gotta know what it is, right? The mausoleum seems like that's the way to go. Like eventually we're gonna go there, right? Okay, let's go to the grave. I don't think this is a smart thing to do. I think you should just be focused on your mission, but I'm just gonna do it. So we're going into the grave. Without warning, the earthen walls begin to collapse around you. Oh, great. And before you can react, you're up to your waist in dirt. You writhe and twist, trying to escape, but it only causes more soil to cascade down. Soon it's up to your shoulders, then your neck, then your cheeks. You struggle to spit the soil out of it as it fills your mouth, but within moments you are fully buried. Why? Why did I have to do that? You can only see the dark earth in front of your eyes. Your hand closes around a metal disc, perhaps a coin. You'll never know, though, as the soil fills your lungs and the world wavers and goes gray before finally turning black. Did we just die? Oh, yeah, we did. Okay, the end. Move back 1 space on the psychic scale and return to the previous card. Man, we just gained a psychic too. Okay, well, lesson learned. I will not do all the risky stuff. So we go to story card 5. It was just a stupid coin. Okay, story card 5. The mausoleum interior feels musty and cool. Something is dripping from the ceiling and landing in the corner with a plink, which is odd given that it hasn't started raining yet. You also notice the mausoleum is bigger on the inside than the outside suggested. A stone sarcophagus lies before you in the center of the chamber with the word Marsden carved into it. It appears that others have been in the mausoleum recently. There's a freshly dug pit to the side of the sarcophagus, and an elaborate tunnel has been dug into the ground beside the nearby wall. You can see that the tunnel is lined with cement. Continue on back. Optional challenge. Search around the sarcophagus. If we lose, we raise our danger meter by 1, but we get to try again. Or remove the lid. And if we fail, we raise our danger meter by 2, and we cannot retry that. It seems really risky. We don't have any boosters for strength challenge or perception for that matter. We don't have to do it. I've already kind of been taking risks. I think because we're so low, I kind of want to do it though. What could be in the sarcophagus? Wait, I'm forgetting our goal here. Should I keep getting sidetracked with all these optional challenges? What could be in the sarcophagus that is important? I'm thinking we may need something like a key or, I don't know, something to open a lock. If I'm going to do one, I'm definitely trying to remove the lid. There's no use searching around. So I'm going to just keep playing risky here. I'm going to try the strength challenge. So let's see if we can get 3 or higher. Yes, barely. Okay, if my meter goes up, I'm definitely not going to be as risky. But now we get to draw clue 16. I barely got it. Like I got a 4 last time, right? Okay, let's see what was inside. Bonus story choice. It takes some muscle, but you manage to remove the lid and are surprised to find that not only is there no body, but an opening to a secret passageway offers yet another way out of the mausoleum. Place the new story choice below at the bottom of story card 5. This option may be considered when you are ready to make your story choice. Ooh. Okay, so I think you just go like this. Boop. And now we have another choice. So we're definitely going to take the secret passage, and all we do is draw clue 24. So let's do that. Okay, clue 24 is tiny. You travel through the tunnel for what feels like forever. The light disappears. Uh-oh. And the tunnel eventually ends. You feel frightened and trapped. You want to run back and try the other routes out of the mausoleum. Before you go, you feel around in the dark. There's nothing in front of you or to your sides, but you discover a mossy hatch in the tunnel ceiling. Was that moss that we saw in the vision? It looked like slime though. You turn the handle and the hatch opens to a grassy patch and the entrance to a hedge maze. Oh, we just ended up going to the hedge maze. Let's see, it says now to go to 12. Let me see if that was the other choice. Yeah, it's just taking us to the hedge maze now. Great. I mean, does that mean it just gives us more chances to get more items? I don't know, but that's the decision I made. So now we're going to the hedge maze. I did not want to go to the hedge maze. I didn't know I was going to the hedge maze, but here we are. The hedge maze is massive. Its thick hedge walls are twice as tall as you are, but don't seem stable enough to climb. So you have to solve this labyrinth the old-fashioned way. You take a deep breath to steady your nerves and head through the maze's entrance. Okay, to go to the left, we draw clue 9. To the right, we draw clue 1. So the only thing I remember was those 3 lights. And it said the right one was green. But this is only 2 directions. Also in this image, the monster's on the left side of the hedge. Just saying. So maybe I'll just go right and take clue card 1. Oh no. Okay. You turn and follow a path for several minutes. Wait, this looks familiar. Raise danger meter by 1 and draw clue 11. So now our danger meter goes up. It's still 3, but we're getting closer to 4. And we get clue 11. All right, clue 11. You keep going and going. It seems like you've just walked in a circle. Wait, what? Oh man, we go again. We raise our danger meter by 2. Oh, great. Did we choose the wrong way? Okay, well, that's 2, and now we're at 4, and we get clue card 12. I did not want to go to the maze. How was I supposed to know secret passage goes to the maze? Okay. You feel like you might be getting close to the end of the maze. To go to the left, draw 13. To go to the right, 14. I have no idea. There's like no context clues or anything. I mean, I guess if you're in a hedge maze and you have no idea, that would be the case also. So it seemed like we went in a circle, but apparently we're almost at the end. So I got 11, 12, 13, or 14. I mean, I'm just going to go right again. I don't care. Clue 14. Please, I don't want my danger meter to go up anymore. Great. You'd think you'd be better at this by now. Oh, wait. Is it because I was back to where I started? Ah, geez, I'm so stupid. Okay, well, I messed up. And my danger meter goes up by 2. So raise my danger meter by 2 and draw 13. That was stupid. Okay, so apparently secret passageways are no good. Stay focused on the goal, right? Finally, you see it, the end of the maze. Go to story 18. What a waste. Okay. You finally come to the end of the hedge maze. It exits toward a pool house. A short stone pedestal stands in front of you with a metal lockbox on top. Perhaps someone wants to reward you for navigating that accursed maze, though the whole thing does seem suspicious. Looking toward the pool house, you see its door is barely hanging from its hinges. There's also a gate that leads, you assume, directly to the pool. Okay. Optional free action to see if the lockbox is open. I don't know, man. I don't know what to trust anymore. I don't want my danger to go up. I feel like I need it, though. I don't remember seeing a lockbox in my vision. Or some stone pedestal. If you explore the pool house, go to story card 11. If you walk through the gate to check out the pool, go to story card 23. So I don't know what I would need in the pool house. To be honest, I'm trying to get to the main house. I don't know if I want to do this free action. I've kind of done enough to raise my danger meter. It's very risky. Probably gonna be like a spider in there or something. At the end, I'll definitely go back to see what was in here, but I'm not going to look in this box. Instead, I don't think I need to go in the pool house either. So I'm just going to go to the pool because that might be on the way to the house. Also, I remember now in my vision, the sword was like, it was on water and there was like a swirl or something. So maybe I need to put the sword inside the pool and it creates a path. I don't know. Let's go to the pool. Card 23. It's obvious that nobody has cleaned the pool in ages. The water is a murky green and the surface is littered with leaves and branches. Ripples pulsed outward from the center of the pool. It's just like my vision. See, there was like a spiral thing going on in the water. Out of nowhere, you hear a commotion. You look around and wonder if it's coming from inside the pool house nearby. See, there's something in that pool house. Then you see movement on top of a gazebo in the distance. Someone or something is engaged in a struggle up there. Maybe they need your help. Then again, if you offer assistance, you might end up needing help yourself. Ooh. Okay. Optional challenge, investigate the ripples. Yes, we do want to investigate the ripples. If we lose, our danger meter is going to go up by 2. Oh, great. Well, our choices now are to go to the pool house or to go straight. If you go straight to the action at the gazebo, go to story card 9. Okay, but now we have to get a 4 or higher for the challenge. We don't have any perception boosters, but I feel like I need to investigate the ripples because it was in the vision. So I'm going to risk it. Hopefully I roll 4 or higher. It's a 50-50 shot. I'll take those odds. Here we go. Dude, I'm barely getting this. Okay, so we draw clue 8. Oh, I get to lower my danger meter. I forgot, I didn't read that. Lower danger meter by 2. So it's still 4, but at least we're in the lower part. And draw clue 8. All right, clue 8. You walk down the steps into the water and see what's making the waves. A strange, whirring metal sphere, slightly bigger than a softball. You impulsively grab it. The sphere vibrates in your hand. There are 2 buttons on it. You press one, nothing happens. You press the other button. The sphere continues to vibrate. Instinctively, you press both buttons at the same time. The sphere stops moving and begins to glow. Draw clue 21. Okay, so what could this be? Whirring metal sphere. Your psychic senses tell you this is an important item. I knew it was important. Keep this item. Move forward 3 spaces on the psychic scale. All right. So now we're at 7, and it says level 2 here also. Finish story card 23. Okay, nothing else. No. Oh wait, I do have this item. Doesn't say any other abilities. Yeah, it doesn't say I can use this for anything. But it says to keep it, so I'll keep it in my inventory here. And we continue our story. So I don't want to go to the pool house. That sounds like trouble. And it sounds like someone might need our help. So I will go to the gazebo. And hopefully that's also on the way to the house. So let's get story card 9. You sprint to the gazebo, practically pushed along by the winds that are picking up. A light sprinkling of rain spatters to the ground as you run. You make it to the shelter of the structure, and the mayhem occurring above you on the roof increases in intensity. Who is up there, and what are they doing, you wonder. You notice a driveway about 20 feet away. Okay, so we're getting closer to the house. If you are level 2 or higher on the psychic scale, draw clue 27. We just made it to level 2. So now we get clue 27. All right, here it is. Ooh. Okay, so looks like a door. Yeah, it's a door. The keyhole. All right, we'll keep this nearby. And now our options. If you climb to the top of the gazebo, go to story card 10. If you run to the driveway, go to story card 30. Okay, I don't think I want to go to this noise that's increasingly getting intense. So yeah, I'm going to avoid mayhem and go to the driveway. So let's go to story card 30. I haven't been making really smart choices yet, so let's keep going. All right. Chapter 1 goal achieved. You appear in a driveway which leads you to the mansion's entrance. On the door is a plaque that reads Marsden and a large crystal door knocker, which seems newer than everything else on the front of the building. You knock loudly many times, but there is no answer. The storm is really picking up now. You try the doorknob and are surprised to find that the door is unlocked. You've been lucky enough so far, but you wonder if you've missed something. Before you enter the house, you look back. You can see a few clear paths. One leads down a statuary, another to a small cemetery. 2 more paths stretch out towards a watery ditch with a gate and a house's luxurious pool. You could go back to explore if you want. Oh, okay, so this is basically what I was saying, where you can repeat parts of the story. So it's called Story Return. There are items in this chapter that will be useful later in the story. You can take a risk and go back for any you missed by following the choices below. So if you want to head to the statuary, raise danger meter by 2 and go to the story card 4. I don't want to do that. You head to the cemetery, raise danger meter by 2 and go to story 21. Well, we did go to the cemetery, but the only thing we didn't do is follow that path. we took the secret path instead. So I don't know if there would be something in the cemetery that we need, because I didn't see anything that looked like a cemetery in our vision. I saw the pool, right? And we got this clue. And also we got this whirring metal sphere. So far we got these 2 items that it says they seem important according to our psychic senses. Oh, you know what? I was just thinking, if we did go to the gazebo, it might have been a fighting challenge where I do have some challenge boosters. So if I wanted to head to the ditch, raise danger meter by 2. If I want to head to the pool, I definitely don't need to do that. Raise by 2 and go to story. Okay. Otherwise, you may advance to chapter 2. Keep all inventory items. Okay, well, I am not going to repeat everything. I think I got some pretty good items. I don't want to risk anything. The only thing I'm thinking about is a cemetery, though. It does sound risky. Like, a cemetery in general is not really a place you want to go, right? Especially when our goal is to go to the house. And again, I don't think the vision was leading me to the cemetery. So yeah, I'm going to stick with my choice and say I'm good. I'm good. But just for funsies, I did want to check something, right? Let me see. I forgot what it was. It was this. Okay. So if I wanted to open the box, I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. So if we wanted to open it, we get clue 3. Oh, dang. Okay. So I missed out on this. Truck key. Not only is the lockbox open, but inside you find a key to a truck. Your psychic senses tell you this is an important item. Keep this item, move forward 2 spaces on a psychic scale, and finish the story. Dang. Okay, well, I missed out on that. That is unfortunate. This game messes with you, man. It's like, oh, here's a free item. And then, boom, danger. So that was House of Danger Chapter 1. If you enjoyed it, give this video a like. Tell me in the comments below if you want to see me play the rest of the chapters. If you enjoy this type of content, or mystery type games, or escape room games, or generally any type of puzzle games, go check out the channel. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. If you want to help support the channel, there's a link in the description to buy me a coffee. Any amount really does help. Other than that, just hope to see you in the next video.